What's up everyone, it's your girl Shay here and I'm back with another video for you guys. And as you can tell by the title, I'm pretty much going to be doing a first impressions on the new anime that's came out on Netflix called Cannon Buster. And a lot of people have been talking about this anime, so I definitely had to check it out. I've only watched the first 6 episodes and there's 12 episodes in total, so hopefully soon I will have a complete review on the entire series. But pretty much Cannon Busters is directed by LaShawn Thomas and is also written by Matt Wayne. So the characters that are mostly involved, or the main characters, are Philly the Kid, who is an outlaw and also an immortal, Sam Berry, who is a young girl drone who is trying to find her owner, Prince Kelby, whom is also her friend and also known as Toji in the manga or the graphic novels, and also Casey Turnbuckle, whom is an abandoned junk assistant who is basically like a robot and like a mechanic of sorts. So the show is pretty much about Philly the Kid, who has a bounty on his head as he travels with Sam, a young girl looking for Prince Kelby, and a junk assistant named Casey Turnbuckle. You get to learn, or you get to know and watch what happens along the way, while also learning about each character's past along their entire journey. So each episode does have a beginning and an ending, but the ultimate goal is pretty much to find Prince Kelby. And also, of course, along the way, you do start to learn more about the characters, specifically Sam and also Philly the Kid. You really learn a lot about them. Now, a lot of people have been saying that this show reminds them of a mixture of Trigun, Outlaw Star, and also Cowboy Bebop. I have not watched Outlaw Star, but I have watched Trigun and I have watched Cowboy Bebop. And while I didn't enjoy Cowboy Bebop as far as the plot is concerned, I do see where people see the similarities between Cowboy Bebop and this show, but I definitely see the similarities when it comes to Trigun. So the reason why it greatly reminds me of Trigun, though, is the humor and also the storyline with different issues in each episode, and also with the fact that the main character has a bounty on his head, because as many of you guys remember, Vash the Stampede in Trigun also has a bounty on his head. The only difference, though, is that the 2 other characters involved in Trigun are kind of after this bounty, and then in this one, though, Sam is actually wanting to enlist the help of Philly the Kid and not so much as trying to gain the money that it would come upon if they were to turn him in. Also, if you're noticing, while I'm looking down, I have notes written on my phone, so I don't remember any, so that I don't forget anything that I've came upon while watching this show. Now, also, to be honest, though, the show also really reminds me of Inuyasha as well, but not so much the entire show, but mostly just the main characters. I feel like Inuyasha and Philly the Kid have a lot of similarities between them, mostly because of the fact that Philly the Kid has a toughness about him that is very similar to Inuyasha. Inuyasha didn't really want anyone kind of along with his journey except for the same common goal, which was to find the Shikon jewel shards. But he does have this weird toughness that later on, after the layers pull back a bit, you see that he is a little bit more of a not really a soft character per se or anything like that, but just not as like rough and tough as he turns out to be. And while Philly the Kid hasn't shown any like undertones of being a softer tone of a character, I feel like you'll probably learn more about his like backstory along this entire journey that we're being taken on, and it will show you that there's a lot more to him besides the toughness that you see on his outer exterior. And you'll probably learn more about him being an immortal, because literally in every single episode he dies, but he comes back to life, and the numbers appear on his body determining like how many times he's came back to life. And I feel like the numbers correspond to like where his death happens. Like, for example, in one episode his arm gets cut off and that's how he dies, and then the number appears on his arm that was cut off. So I feel like there's a correlation there also. But I can definitely see the similarities overall between the different series, including Inuyasha in this entire show. Also, I absolutely love the opening and the ending songs of this anime. Oh my god, and I cannot wait for the soundtrack to actually be released. I know on SoundCloud they do have the songs out, but they're not the full songs, so I'm really waiting on that. I've been checking iTunes all the time to see when they will release it. The opening song is titled Showdown, and it is sung by Marty Grimes, and the name is Burnjack. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's a really, really good song. And the ending theme song is called Regardless, and it is sung by Imani. That's the name of the person that is singing the ending song. And both songs have this awesome like R&B feel to it. And to me, at least, it may even rival the music in Cowboy Bebop. Because I know Cowboy Bebop, a lot of people, including myself, have said that the soundtrack and the music in Cowboy Bebop is absolutely amazing because it has like this funk jazz kind of feel. But I feel like this might give it a run for its money because this R&B feel, this kind of like R&B feel to the music is actually something that I would actually listen to even if it wasn't in this anime at all. Also, of course, the one thing I cannot gloss over is the fact that this entire anime is a perfect representation for African Americans. The entire cast is African American, as well as I believe the English speaking voice cast is also primarily African American. And there is very little African American representation within anime. The only other anime I can think of that has like African American characters in it is Cowboy Bebop, which really enough people want to compare this show to that one. It makes sense that since it has a feel of Cowboy Bebop, that there are some similarities with the representation, and I can definitely see it there. I do know that at this point there is kind of some controversy surrounding the African American representation within this show, but it's mostly based off of the fact that people feel like the show has a huge not following, but a lot of people are raving about this anime because of the fact that it is a African American that has mostly made this show and has a great voice acting cast as well as the characters involved. But I can honestly say that even though I'm African American, yes, I want to check out the show to support another African American creator. But also, the show is actually really, really good. And as far as how the reviews and what I've been reading online, a lot of people have really been enjoying the show. So if you haven't already, I definitely recommend checking out Cannon Busters on Netflix. It's 12 episodes long. Each episode is like 24 minutes long. It's an easy show to get into, and trust me, by the time you listen to that intro, that opening song, you will be hooked, because that's exactly how I was, and I immediately wanted the song, so I listen to it all the time. There's a lot of action in this show. It is rated as mature, so if you are someone on the younger side, you may not want to watch the show because there is quite a bit of violence and there is quite a bit of vulgar language. So if you're someone who is sensitive to that, I wouldn't recommend checking this out because I don't want anyone to be offended by it. But overall, it's a really good show. I know for me, myself, when I heard the comparison of Cowboy Bebop, it kind of turned me off at first because, as many of you guys know, if you haven't already checked out my review for Cowboy Bebop, while I did enjoy the show, like voice acting wise, the plot itself left much more to be desired for me. But with this one, I feel like because there is a bigger plot that is involved and they've been introducing a lot of different characters along the way, I'm greatly more enjoying the plot of this one as well as the action involved. And the humor in it is utterly amazing. It has me laughing from the beginning of it to the end of each episode. I love the smart aleckness of the characters, mostly Philly the Kid. And I also love the innocence that is from Sam, because she's like a friendly kind of a robot, but she's just so innocent, and seeing that innocence compared with the brashness of Philly the Kid is utterly amazing to see on screen. So definitely check this out if you haven't already. I will have hopefully reveal the entire series, hopefully Saturday, but we'll see about that. And yeah, let me know if you've checked this out yet. Please don't post any spoilers below because I do plan to finish the series. But let me know if you started watching it. Let me know if you're interested in watching it. And let me know what you think of it so far if you have started watching it. But that is my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys soon with a new video on Saturday, obviously. And of course, like always, I will leave links down below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my blog as well. And of course, like always, please give this video a thumbs up. Like this video. Let's see if we can get this like 10 likes, if not more. I don't know. I want to see if we can do it. And of course, you guys subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're new to my channel, please also subscribe as well. And let me know what you think of my channel so far. And yeah, I always tell you guys, stay positive and be nerdy. All right, you guys, that's my video. Bye.